Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Normal Prize for our April 2022 channel update video. Oh my god, I can't believe it's April already. This year is flying by. It feels like it should be going a lot slower because our weather here has been really strange. Like, we had snow here a couple days ago. We normally don't get snow in March. That's kind of a very strange phenomenon for us. And we definitely usually don't get snow in April, so it's just been really colder than normal. It's been really rainy, which is normal for us for springtime, but things have been weird. Things have been very strange. And it makes me really curious to see what summer is going to be like here. But on the bright side, my mom has been really working on getting an indoor garden going. I'll show you guys here a few pictures. She found out that she planted some of these things a little bit too early. Like, I think she started planting like in February, thinking that it'll take a couple months for them to grow. No, they grew like in 15-30 days. So we're waiting for the ground to get warm so we can put all these plants in the ground so they don't start taking over the house. But I'm proud of her. This is the first time that she did something like this, and she was a little bit afraid of doing it because she's always hasn't been really good when it comes to growing plants. So both me and Dad are really proud of what she's accomplished, and she's been teaching me a little bit about the stuff that she's been doing. So it's, I don't know, I'm happy for my mom. I'm happy that she has a hobby now that keeps her out of Dad's hair, because both of my parents are very independent. I'm very independent as well. So like for our house is like a 2-story house, and basically I have the upper floor, my mom has the main floor, and my dad has the basement, and then we'll come together like during dinner and whatnot and chit chat. But once we're done with that, we go our separate ways, and I work on YouTube videos, Mom works on her garden and crafting stuff, and Dad works on the man cave downstairs. I don't know. It just works for us. It's just the way we are. So yeah, that's what's going on. Also, I'm starting to get more involved in social media. I'm finally getting out of the 90s and starting to get into the modern era. I've never really been afraid of social media. I guess because social media kind of came out like after I was out of high school and whatnot, or at least that's when it started getting really popular. I didn't really understand it. But watching Twitch streams and watching other YouTube channels and whatnot, and them getting involved with their Twitter and whatnot, I'm just like, this is probably a good way to help me communicate with you guys, because that's one thing that the channel is lacking, is a communication to you guys on what's going on with the channel. And on certain days when I don't upload, I can just quickly set a Twitter post saying, hey, I wasn't able to upload today because of blah blah blah, and so you guys can just quickly know what's going on the channel. And yeah, so I'm gonna have my Twitch, not Twitch, well, Twitch will be in the video description, but Twitter will be in the video description. I also have an Instagram that I'm gonna start using. I'm just gonna take pictures of the farm and whatever I think is, will make people happy, and I'll post that. I'm gonna try to do at least one post a day, just to get me in the habit of using it more, and using it as a way to help you guys communicate and show you guys like what we've been working on the farm, or whatever I'm doing in my life, like what I'm doing in my room. Yeah, I think it'll help with the communication. It'll help you guys figure out, or be caught up on what's going on in my life, and just share a little bit more. I feel like that'll help the channel grow a little bit more if I become a little bit more personal with you guys. So yeah, that's what I want to do. And also more for my personal life, work is going to be getting very busy here in the next couple of weeks, because one of my co-workers is going on leave. She's helping one of her daughters, which I believe is going into the military. She's going to help her, get ready to go into the military and babysit her kids and whatnot for that stuff. So yeah, so because of that, I'm going to be getting 40 hours a week, sometimes maybe even more. So yeah, things are going to get really busy for me. I'm kind of not looking forward to it, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it's going to be a challenge. And because of that, I'm going to start uploading videos on the second channel. because I decided to make this a challenge for myself to not only have a 40-hour week job, but also be able to upload on the main channel and secondary channel all at the same time. Because I'm kind of the type of person that doesn't really do a whole lot. I can easily entertain myself, so I don't need like beer or all that stuff to make myself happy. I've always been the type that I can just mess around with stuff in my room and entertain myself that way. So I'm very laid back, very easygoing. So yeah. And because of my job, I usually work on the evenings, so it's hard for me to, hang out with my friends that work during the morning. So I don't know. I think this way will keep me busy and it'll help me communicate with you guys and help grow the channel a little bit more. So with that being said, I'm not really going to be streaming, at least not for the time being, because the problem with streaming is you have to have a dedicated time to stream. So like, if you're planning on streaming Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you got to be there for Tuesdays and Wednesdays, otherwise the channel won't grow. And because of my job, not only do I work on the evenings, but I also sometimes work during the days, and sometimes I work, like some days I'll work on Sundays, some days I don't. Some days I might work Wednesday mornings, some days I might work Wednesday evenings. It makes it very difficult to keep a straight schedule for streaming. So I think if I take that focus and change it to where I can work on the secondary channel, which I can upload and record anytime, I think that would be more beneficial for the channel growth. So that's what I'm going to start doing. So I think that's everything for the personal stuff for the for my life. Now for the channel stuff. For the main channel, we currently have 5 different series going on. I'm going to keep that for a while until we get through a couple of the series. Then I'll probably add a couple new things to it. So for the channel, we have the Homeworld Tactical Fleet Simulator Ship Showcase series. We're almost done with the Higarans. I think I got one more video to do, and then we can start working on the Vagar. And then once we're done with that, I might do the campaign, doing the Tactical Fleet Simulator, because I've streamed that. And it was a lot of fun. They did a lot of adjustments to the campaign to make some of the missions that were too easy harder, and some of the missions that were too hard easier. So I might do that once we get done with all the ship showcase stuff. And then we're also going to continue covering Free Space. We're getting close to actually beating that game. I think we have like 5, maybe 6 missions left. So we're getting close to finishing that one, so I definitely want to complete that one. We might do the expansions, or we might put it on hold for now and probably try to cover something else, and then come back to that later on in maybe 1 or 2 months. Who knows? It depends on what you guys want to do. I'm up for anything. And then we also have Genesis Rising going, which I have no idea how long that game is. I think we're on like mission 8 or something, because the structure of that game is really strange, and the storyline is kind of all over the place, so it's hard to tell how far we are into the game and how far we're not. I think we're getting close, because we're getting ready to attack the Defiance with a full frontal assault, so that tells me that we're going to start getting rid of one of the enemies. Maybe there's going to be like a civil war that happens after that. I don't know. I've never beaten the game, so we're kind of just playing that one day by day. And then the other 2 series we have going on is the new Simplex mod. I mean, it's not really new, it's an older mod, but it's new for the channel, where we're covering the skirmish battles, where we're going through every faction and doing a full playthrough and seeing how different they are compared to like Complex and all that stuff. So that one's going to be a while, and then we're also doing the Homeworld 2 campaign with the Simplex mod as well, doing a full campaign. So it's going to be a while before we get the whole campaign going because of all the series that's going on the channel, but we will get that done. That's definitely going to be a thing on the channel. And then again, for Complex Evo and Era 1, I haven't heard anything back about that yet. I don't exactly know what's going on because I'm not part of the team or anything. I'm just a backer that enjoyed the Complex mod and wanted to back up Era 1. But from the last I've been told, they're getting things together and they'll contact us as soon as possible. That was back on March 9th, which was about 3 weeks ago, according to from when this video will be aired. So I have no idea. I hope that things become available soon. But as soon as the last dev build for Era 1, or Evo, Complex Evo, is available, we will be covering that and trying to destroy the Keepers. And as soon as the first dev build of Era 1 is available to the public, we'll be covering that too. But I've been checking up on it every couple of days to see if anything new's happening. I haven't heard anything, so as soon as things are going on, I'll be covering it. And that's everything for the main channel. Now for the secondary channel, we're going to have 3 new series on that channel. We're going to be covering a game called Planetcrafter, which recently came out in early access a few, like 1 or 2 weeks ago as of now. It is a fantastic like open world, well maybe not open world, it's more like a linear world, but you're like on a planet. I guess it's considered open world because you can run around it everywhere on it, but it's an open world planetary terraformation game where you are assigned to a like Mars-like planet, and your job is to produce oxygen from plants, release CO2 gases from the ground by building drills, and produce like gigantic heaters that will warm up the planet. And basically what you're trying to do is get everything going so the planet can sustain itself and become an Earth-like planet. It's a really, really fascinating game, and it's developed by like a couple, like 2 people. So they have a really good thing going for them, and I'm definitely planning to do a full series of that on the second channel because I'm really enjoying it. And then another series that we're going to have on the second channel is a game called Open TDD, which is a open source train tycoon deluxe game. I believe that's what TDD stands for, where it's kind of like one of those like old school transportation games where you make trains and deliver cargo from one place to another, or build like trucks and whatnot that deliver cargo, or deliver buses that handle the transportation needs of a city. But it's an open source game, so it's like open to the public. You can find mods or whatnot that people have been developing on it. It's a really, really, really cool game. I've already recorded like 1 episode of that, and it was a little bit difficult to get used to the controls, but it's like when you learn any new game. Like if you play a new game for the first time, you're not going to be good at it. So yeah, but I'm enjoying that. That's going to be a series I'll have on the secondary channel for a while. And we might eventually change that to something else, but I'm currently enjoying that, so that's going to be on the secondary channel. And then the third series is going to be a Skyrim VR series. I've streamed this a couple times on Twitch. Again, like I said, the problem is I just never have time to actually stream, or I can't like have a set time that's really good for everyone or good for me. So instead, we're going to be turning that into a YouTube series for the secondary channel. So I'm really looking forward to recording that. And it's not going to be like a standard Skyrim game either. It's going to be a heavily modded Skyrim game. So we have different voices. We have like VR mods that allow me to actually interact with the world. There's another mod on that actually gives me a character that I can use in that game. So it's going to be really, really cool. And there's a bunch of different mods. There's like 50 mods on it right now, so I can't really go through them all. Yeah, really, really looking forward to recording that series and playing that for a while. That's gonna be a long, scary series because of the way I play Skyrim. I kind of like RP in it a little bit, and kind of just like walk around and observe the world instead of like going to one place to another and getting all the stuff killed. That's just how I play those type of games. Anyways, I think that's everything. I think that's everything that's going on in the channel. Cool. So again, like I said, I now have a Twitter and Instagram. They'll be in the video description, so you guys can check that out and see pictures of the farm or whatever I'm doing. Like I said, I'm going to try to get at least one uploaded a day. And for Twitter, I'll be announcing like, hey, we got a new series on the main channel, blah, 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 check it out. Or, hey, I'm deciding to stream today. It'll be 7 p.m. or whatever. Come join me. Like, those announcements will be on Twitter. That's kind of what I'm planning to use it for, to help promote the channel and let people know that, hey, okay, so this will be available today and can't wait to see it or whatever. that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please leave a like if you do. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Baker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.